Hi guys, I decided to start documenting my everyday lifestyle in this van. I began to move in full-time yesterday and Labor Day because if you saw the video from yesterday, it told you why I was moving into the van full-time. And I'll put a link of that video at the end of this video. And the reason, I think that one of the things that that this van lifestyle is actually doing is forcing you to be active. And for example, I didn't want to get out of bed. I guess because of, I don't know, maybe a little bit of mental health issues. But you're literally forced to have to get up because you have to get up and you have to pee, for example. Once you pee, then I normally would lay back in bed, and but then it starts to get warm in here. So you have to force yourself to, well, you have to get up. and then you got your dog over there. He's deaf, so he can't hear me. And so you're this is my coat. It's really nice too. It's very, very warm in the winters. And I put those it's not as hot today though. But I put this curtain, this towel, as you can see my brown stains, I gotta wash it. But I put it there because the sun is blasting on the other side. It's not as hot today, so I really don't need it. And let me move this. Yesterday I had this one. This is what I used yesterday to clean myself. It's really, really nice and soft. But it was really wet, and I put it up here to hang, and then the mosquitoes started to come, so I had to take it off. And but it's a really nice material, and so I'm gonna leave it there so it can dry, so I can later tonight, bathe again. And I'm in an area right now where there are a lot of people in here, man. I was going to do a video of the area that I'm at, but it's kind of difficult to be, showing a camera and filming, because there are a lot of people in here today. And I don't know if you can see, there's a bunch of people down this way, and then there's a bunch of people. Let me show you. Just show you real brief. I don't know if you can see that, but I don't want to show it too much, because again, say hello, Max. Say hello. And let me sit back down here. Yeah. So anyhow, so I thought about doing, this documenting every day, because I think it's also good for my mental health, to tell you the truth. And I bought this toy. Let me show it to you. Hold on. I bought this toy, and it's called the Head Rush. It's a guitar. It's a guitar toy. And I'm gonna play that today. I'm gonna connect it, and I'm gonna play it with I'm gonna play it loud with my reference monitors right there. And I connected the refrigerator yesterday, a couple of days ago, and I turned it on. Man, what a blessing this thing is. It really is a savior. It's fully loaded right now. I don't want to do, a video right now, because I gotta. It's a whole process The space is limited, so I have to pull this out this way, that it's about this angle, because the lid opens up all the way to the top, and I don't want it to hit any of the cables. But it's packed with food in there right now. You know what? Let me just show it so that if you're interested, just so you can was to see. I still got my coffee left, and I'll open it a little bit. I don't want to do it too much, but see, it's all packed with food. And yeah, so I had a really, really good breakfast this morning, and my coffee was, oh my god, it was excellent. And I gotta brush my teeth, but my stove is underneath this this container in here with the propane. You know, I do have a mattress, a full-size memory foam, brand new mattress in the apartment that I gotta get out, but not right now. I'll do it towards the end of the month, and that is going to have to go replacing this guy, and it's gonna fit. I'm gonna have to remove those speakers because it's gonna fit exactly from that wall to the end, and it's gonna be tight in here, but that's okay. Or in the meantime, the reason I bought that, you know, mattress is because the one that they gave me in that apartment was sagging so much that it was literally beating the crap out of my back. So so I had to buy one. But unfortunately, I didn't realize, I wasn't expecting to be moving out of there so fast. But again, you know, what happened with the neighbor upstairs that has been going on for so long, that I just blew up, man, and I just couldn't take the piece of shit anymore. It's a drug addict that lives up there. And again, I'll leave the story at the end of the video, the reason why I left. So now I'm stuck with I'm not really stuck, but at the same time, I have much less things to carry, which will be really nice. And the way that's going to work is that it's going to have to go behind me. It's going to go behind me up against the wall of the van, of this wall, up against this whole entire wall, and until I get my trailer. And in the meantime, I'll have to keep it, you know, back there. But I decided to do, you know, these videos pretty constant because I don't know. I mean, I was hoping that I would get more interaction from people, because, well, I really don't have anyone to talk to, literally, and it would be nice to converse with somebody, but unfortunately, I don't see a lot of that happening on YouTube here, and of course, maybe I'm being too pessimistic because I really just found out I had this channel. I had forgotten about it until yesterday. I found out that I had this channel. I was like, because I was thinking, you know what, I think I need to do a YouTube channel about my van life and call it The Wandering Troubadour. And next thing you know, oh man, I'm switching my account because I have 3 accounts. One of them is called The Wandering Troubadours Headbanger Ministries. Well, The Wandering, I said I'm gonna change that title and just leave it to Headbanger Ministries, and I'll talk about that in a second. And I said, okay, split it and then call the new channel of Van Living in the trailer and all that, and call it The Wandering Troubadour. So then when I was gonna switch the account to create the Wandering Troubadour account, it said, "You already have the Wandering Troubadour." I said, "Oh!" So that was exciting. And, you know, doing these videos it's kind of weird because when I talk into them, into the camera, I feel like I'm talking to, it's weird because it feels like I'm talking to nobody but you, meaning me. Like you're talking to yourself, like I'm talking to myself. With the hope that somebody out there might click a like and subscribe and maybe even ask me a question, you know, a smart question, not a criticizing or a stupid, you know, question. I like intelligent people, you know. I like people that have some fucking brains, you know, not fucking druggies. I mean, I don't mind if you get high. I really don't. But goddamn, be smart about it, you know. Anyway, it's a long story. So, so when I talk into this camera, it's almost therapeutic, I think, almost. And I'm going to message a few webcam people to see if they're willing to sponsor me, because I would like to have multiple cameras in here so that you can see like the whole picture. You know, I know you just don't want to see me. I know that's not a lot of fun, even though I know I'm, you know, I mean, super handsome, you know. I mean, what can I say? It's not my fault, you know. So, you know, I would love to have like multiple cameras taping, so I'm gonna write to them and see if they're willing to sponsor me. And maybe even also like the Renogy people, because they have a new battery that is pretty expensive. And I'm gonna write to them and explain to them what I need it for. And eventually it's gonna go into the van. And I need to power like a lot of things. So like right now, for example, I keep noticing that every once in a while when the voltage drops on the screen, that fan that is on right now, it drops in power. So I can hear it dropping. So just imagine when this guy comes on, it's at 2 degrees right now, 3 degrees. I left it at 2 degrees because I want it more colder. And the trick that I'm doing to this is that what I'm doing to the refrigerator, it's a freezer. I have it on freezing right now, as on freezer. Is that when I woke up this morning, it was still very, very cold, the temperature. I had to turn it off about, I think it was 6 o'clock, because it started to get overcast. And I need as much electrical power at night to run that fan to keep it cool in here. And also my electricity light, this guy up there. It lights up really nice in here at night. And then I got my LED light that's also battery power rechargeable, this whole strip. So when I turn that off, I turn this one off, and then I can turn off the outlet over here. That thing takes up a lot of power, man. I noticed that. So I need to write to Renogy and see if they're willing to sponsor me for a battery. I mean, I'm willing to pay for it. It's about $750 plus tax, but it's about like 2 inches thick, maybe 2 or 3 inches thick, and it's powerful. And that would give me the chance to get rid of this lead acid battery down here. And if I can stack, I know you can stack them. I know you can stack those batteries because I've been watching videos. Because I was going to buy a a lithium iron new battery, and that was going to cost me over $600. But it's like, it's huge. It's a big box, and it's really heavy. But now that I saw that they have this new one called the I can't remember right now. I want that because it's real thin, and it's like it's about this big actually. It's about this big, but it's not that thick, you know. Like I said, it's about 3 inches, but it's about this big, or this dimension, you know, long and height, and but it's, like I said, this thin, and it's a lithium iron. It's supposed to be. They call it lithium. No, what do they call it? They call it. I don't remember the term. It just came out, the technology, and I loved it. And I watched several videos, and they've praised it really nice. And the reason I like it is because the lithium iron that I was going to buy, the big battery, the big one, I wanted to buy a self-heating one, but a self-heating one costs a lot more. And the reason I wanted a self-heating is because I didn't want to stress out when I'm out somewhere, let's say when it's really hot, for example, and I'm out maybe, I don't know, Arizona, Colorado, when it gets really hot out there. You don't want to be in there in that heat, so you have to go higher elevation. But with that comes the possibility of really cold weather at night or during the morning hours, and even though I do have a heater, my Olympian Wave heater underneath here, which I'll do a video on that later, or I'll put a link also about that Olympian Wave. You know, I stay warm, but your batteries would be shot unless you have lead acid or lithium iron with self-heating, but then you need power for it to self-heat. So it's like, you know, so this new battery that Renogy has can self-heat as low as the battery. If the temperature goes down to 10 degrees, 10 degrees, people, I would never be in an area like that, first of all, but you never know, right? So I said, wow, man, and you don't need a self-heating battery for that. It's already there. Well, it doesn't heat, but it can work as low as the temperature will get to 10 degrees. That's low, man. That is freaking cold. And you don't have to worry about losing your power. So I said, wow, man. I said, I need to write to these people, because once I get the trailer, I'll be powering up a lot of music gear, and I need that. And I need to maintain that voltage regulated, stable, to be stable. I don't know why it's fluctuating right now. I guess I need, I don't know, bus bar or who knows what. I don't know, but it's all money. And right now I think the battery is like the most important thing. So, okay, well, I've gone long enough. I know people don't have a long attention span. So I will let you guys go, and thank you for watching. Bye.